Yes, we can start now. Can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you, but you are not visual.
I am not.
Yes. Now you are visual.
Oh, yeah. So, we can start.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon.
Very good afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. What about you? How's your life going?
Yes, my life is going very smoothly, and nowadays I am also learning this language with great passionate.
Okay. Sure. Would you share something about you?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for asking me. So, my name is Ritik. I'm originally from Bihar, but currently living in Delhi. When it comes to my hobbies, so my hobbies are listening to music, singing songs, reading books, and nowadays my new hobby is talking to lovely person like you, ma'am. And if you ask what do I do for my living, so I run my offline institute in Delhi. The name of my offline institute is Mardarshan, and I also have a YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Mardarshan 808, where nowadays I also upload this type of conversational video. So this is pretty much about me, ma'am. Now I would love to know something
Okay.
about you.
Yeah. So thank you for your time and thanks to hear from you. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is English Nayak. I am from Odisha, and I have completed my bachelor in political science. Nowadays, I teach elementary school at my home. That's all about me. Thank you for that. And you told you have a YouTube channel, and also you have offline institute. You teach to students. So, how's the channel going fast? Can you hear me?
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Can you hear me?
What happened? Yes, ma'am. But you are not visible.
I'll come. I'll come after a few minutes.
Okay,
Can you
okay.
see me now?
No, ma'am. You are not visible.
Can
Hello.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
You are audible only, ma'am, not visible.
I don't know what happened. I think network issue.
Okay, okay. Am I visible or audible?
Yeah, you are. You are. We can start. We can start.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So, how's the channel going?
Yes, my channel nowadays going very well. And nowadays I have completed my subscriber, but I didn't complete my watch time. So I am working for that.
Okay.
And
So, you told you have also offline institute and you teach students there. So, whenever they see your videos on YouTube, what they think about you and what is the reaction of them.
I run my offline institute, ma'am, and whenever I got free time, I also upload some English related content with my student. Sometimes whatever I teach my student, I also upload that conversational video, that teaching video on my YouTube channel with my student.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
With your
because
students.
ma'am, when we speak, okay, in front of camera, speaking English in front of public is different, and speaking English in front of camera is different. So I teach my student, okay, if you are able to face the camera, you don't have any problem. So before starting the camera, I teach them very well. Okay, don't be nervous. You have to face the camera because if you are able to face the camera, you can also face the interview. Because why you came here? You came all here for learning English. And what is the reason for learning English? Because you have to do jobs. And if you go there anywhere for interview, interviewer asks you questions in English. So there, your confidence is also matter. They will check your confidence also. Here, I am providing you in front of camera, you have to speak in front of camera means you have confidence. That's why whatever I teach in my classes, I also uh, take my students and make this type of videos with my students so that they can, it can help them to improve their confidence, to remove their fear and remove their hesitation.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Also, it will help you and your students. It is good. So, how old are they?
Yeah, they are mostly school going student. Yes. And sometimes they have passed 12. They all are beginners. They came to me, sir, I have to learn English. Because in Delhi, two things are very famous. One is speaking English and second is computer. Here there is a mindset in Delhi. If you know computer and English, you can get job in any multinational company very easily. That's why the people of here try to learn at least two things, computer and English. That's why there
Oh,
is a great
okay.
demand of computer and English in Delhi.
Oh, this is new thing about Delhi. I have heard. Okay. Okay. I have some question to for you.
Yes,
Uh,
ma'am.
okay. Nowadays people are finding the easy way to speak this language very quickly. So, according to you, what are the tricks for a beginner that help that help to beginners to learn to speak this language quickly?
Okay. For the beginners, in my institute, ma'am, I also there are two types of student camp whose their basic is not clear and whose their basic is already clear. Because you know, ma'am, nowadays every parents want to enroll their children in private school. So those whose basic is not clear, so I suggest them you should clear their basic first. So I have made some my notes. So when they join my institute from the first day, I give them some notes and I start them speaking from the first day. Like some easy questions like what's your name, what's your favorite food, okay, where do you live, where do you come from, what food do you like. This type of conversation start from the first day so that they can speak in a good better way. They can speak in a more good way. And after we have step by step process to learn them English. Like after basic conversation, I take them tasks. You have to write about your myself, talk about your my daily routine. I give them topics, okay, and I provide also them group discussion classes like private school versus government school, okay. What is the role of technology? What is the role of social media? And whenever they got any mistake, I also rectify their mistakes. And for the presentation class, I at first I tell them how to speak English because they are all are beginners. They don't know how to speak English, and not we know that, ma'am, every language has its own way of speaking. As we speak English, just its own way of speaking English. So I make them understand if you have to speak like in front of the public, how will you speak in front of the public? So I make them understand first, then I uh, tell them to copy me and you have to speak. And for second category of people, their grammar is already clear. So they came only for the speaking. They came here only for the practice of speaking. So in this
Okay.
way, I teach my students.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, my another question is, I have seen many videos on YouTube, like many YouTubers are saying you'll speak fluent English in 3 months, in 2 months. Is it possible to speak fluent English according to the time, like in 3 months and 2 months?
Yes, you are totally saying okay, correct, ma'am. Because we also saw many advertisements. They claim you will learn English in 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Here, matter is that in Delhi there are so many students. They also claim I will make you speak English in 2 to 3 months. Reason is that they have fixed pattern. If you talk about the name of institute, American Institute, okay, they have their own way of learning English. They have their own content. But it is not possible for those people whose basic is not clear, because I also met a lot of students. They have do all the 3 months 4 month courses. After completing these courses, even they are not able to express, okay, him or her in a better way. But in the second way, whose basic is clear, if they join this type of classes, they can definitely speak in a good way. But but for 2 to 3 months courses, their basics should be clear. If any person has basic is clear, they can speak English fluently in 2 to 3 months. But they have to more passionate about learning. They have to give whole attention to the learning. If they give 3 to 4 months whole time for learning language, they can definitely speak. Because I also met a lot of my friends. They joined this type of course and now they are fluent in English. They are able to speak English because in these 4 months they provide many things. Okay, they remove your hesitation, they correct your mistakes. Okay, they make you feel confident. They teach us many things in these courses because they have designed this type of courses for the uh, intermediate person. And but this doesn't more helpful for the beginners. If beginners join this type of courses, they will not help more. But for the intermediate person, it is very helpful because they have to only practice. If they need practice, then it is good. For the further, it
Yes.
doesn't help more.
Yes, you are absolutely right. For a beginner, it's not easy because also we have crossed the beginner level and we know how the things are going and how hard to speak fluent English. So, yeah, I had this question for a long time, but I never asked this question to anybody. So I thought I'd ask you this question to you.
Yes. So
Yeah,
what do you think? If I ask you the same question, then what will you answer, ma'am?
my answer is no. It's not easy to speak fluent English in 3 months. Fluent means not you are speaking continuously without stopping. You have to catch the accent, vocabulary with correct grammar, and the way of speaking and the structure of speaking. You have to cover all the things. Then it calls fluency. Otherwise, it is not. So according to me, it's not easy to speak in 3 months, yeah, in 4 months. I have this experience. I have crossed the beginner level and intermediate level. So I don't think it will be possible and it will helpful.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. Because we are still learning a lot of things. We have at least at intermediate level, but nowadays we also learning a lot of things. Because English doesn't mean we know I go, he sleeps. English means
Yes,
whatever you are able to speak, whatever, just like you speak Hindi without thinking, you start speaking Hindi. In the same way, speaking English means whatever you are able to speak in Hindi, you are able to speak English without thinking. That is okay. That is fluency,
yes, yes. One
and
of my
it
tutor
can't be
on English.
yeah, it can't be possible within 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months are not very long period. It's very short period. So it is not possible to be very fluent. But in 3 to 4 months, there is a pattern. They know how to speak English. They know some grammar rules. They know the basic idea of any languages.
Yes, whatever you told, like we are speaking Hindi without thinking, we are able to speak Hindi. I mean, like you are very fluent in Hindi than me, and you can speak without thinking with correct grammar, with correct sentence structure. It called fluency. No, like some other in like South people, South part of India people are speaking Hindi, but they are not fluent in Hindi. But it does not call like fluency. You have to speak with the correct sound and correct grammar and the way of speaking any language. It comes fluency. So I don't think it's possible the short period of time.
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
That, that is enough for my channel, and it was nice talking with you. And thank you for joining with me.
Same here, ma'am. I also very glad to talk to you. So whenever I got free time, I will connect you again. Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.